Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Now, normally I would do some sort of dramatic introduction, but instead I have a couple of announcements to go through. Some of which I think are going to force my players to unmute and roast me alive, but here we go. Let's start off with the good. We've hit 100 followers on Twitch, which is absolutely freaking awesome. And for now, these episodes and our D&D antics will be taking place on this channel and will be being uploaded to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/themedievalmassacre. However, in the future, I'm going to see if I can get us a specific Twitch and YouTube account for our tabletop adventures that I have affectionately called Campfire Stories. Because the way that I have always described D&D to people is Campfire Stories with math rocks. But all of that is very large to say. So Campfire Stories will do. Now that's the good news. Here's the bad news. Even though 100 followers on Twitch is awesome, in the grand scheme of things, I am not Twitch affiliated. And what that means is, after a certain time, my Twitch broadcasts go away and I can't download them. That ended up happening with episode 2 before I ended up downloading it and uploading it to the YouTube channel, so no one has seen it and nobody will. So... So episode 2 is lost to the ether. So we are going to be doing a bit of a quick recap as to what the fuck happened there and how we got from a dusty library to like a child's bedroom / house. It's fucking weird.
That sounds so bad.
It's really bad.
Oh, it's been so long since then too.
I know.
Oh, that was
This is probably the most in-depth recap you're ever going to get. Going forward, it's going to be like mostly dramatic retellings because, you know, you can go back and watch the VOD. But
unfortunately,
here's a step-by-step recap of what happened in the last episode, and everybody please feel free to add in anything that I'm forgetting. So, we start off with everybody asleep, and Arlo having a very kind of lucid dream about the incident in which he took Wolfsbane's life in a underground fight where Wolfsbane was doing his little mind games and getting underneath the skin of Arlo before he proceeded to ground and pound and beat and beat and beat until we fade from view. It is at this point that our adventurers wake up as comfortably as they can and go, ugh, we should probably, like, look for jobs or stuff and maybe get some, like, weapons, armor, that kind of thing. Because as great as having a base is, they didn't really get paid for it. So, going around the market, they ran into a weaponsmith dealer who attempted to bargain with them for a little bit of that juicy brain juice, which they very quickly figured out that this is a town of mind flayers, and I don't know if any of you have been, like, metagaming or have ever looked at the stats of a mind flayer. You made the right choice. I see the two DMs nodding and Danny in the background going,
Because I'm the only one that hasn't.
Yep.
Hey, give me your characters. I said I was gonna do it. What did I name it?
I need parameters.
I gave it. A Dance with Destiny.
So, oh,
Alright.
we lost ourselves. Oh, And then we gained her back.
I broke things, ignore me.
They also found an old lady who sells pies that get you really fucked up. All the while, Sybil was checking out the notice board and found a number of, low-paying but also very low-risk jobs, and also one who simply went by a symbol and by the name of the Booker. Heading back to their base of operations, which is a essentially rundown multi-story library, they drew the symbol onto the wall, and out came this 7 to 8 foot demon man, or devil. Technically, that description is very, very nice to understand. Devil man in a suit that proceeded to give them their mission. He had lost contact with someone he had promised warlock powers to and had given warlock powers to. And they had owed him a firstborn child. But the connection seems to have been severed, and he can't contact them for some reason. He could get them to their last known whereabouts, but the investigation was up to them. A, decently well put together fucking escape room in D&D followed that will never be seen by anyone. Of which all of my players were incredibly clever.
That was our amazing escape room skills,
We did so good!
You guys did really, really good. All of which culminating to finding multiple letters that, when put into position with child's spelling blocks, spelt out a word. This was the day I figured out that scepter and specter use the exact same words, or exact same letters, so that was kind of cool. Scepter, however, was not. Good on you, was not the word. But when two letters were switched around to form specter, a being leaped out of the very walls itself and attacked the group. Initiative. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I had some bit to add to the background. Was
Yes,
at this
please.
house, as we learned, the child of it was Kara, who had murdered one of us as well.
Yes, this was Kara's old house that apparently she had very much lost her childhood for
She's about to murder me again.
for some reason heretofore unexplained. However, who was it that put the letters in place? It was Sybil. So, the Spectre is going to get a surprise attack on you. Do you have the alert feat?
No.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
We're fucked.
And then we are
Goodbye,
going to
y'all.
go in
It's been
initiative
nice
order.
knowing you.
Did we do initiative last time?
Yes.
We did.
We did.
What was
Totally.
the... Wait, let me...
I feel like it's got to be the last thing in this chat, right?
No, we played,
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh yeah, Dusty Boys. I've got it somewhere.
Okay.
Um,
That is...
Oh, I didn't combine them all this time. That's okay, I got it.
yeah, I see it.
That is more than likely going to hit.
If anyone needs me, don't, because I'm not going to be able to see chat as easy tonight. My computer's being fucky. Oh god.
Oh, yes, apparently one of the words that you guys came up with was respect, which also uses the same letters.
I thought we were pulling like an Aretha Franklin moment.
Aretha Franklin just bursts out. That's a high-level bard right there. You don't want that. Sybil, that's a 21 to hit.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Uh-huh.
but no armor means 10 AC, correct?
No armor
Depends
means
on what your
8
dex is.
8 plus dex.
Oh, okay. It still hits, but
Okay. Duly noted.
Okay.
There we go.
good night, dear friends. It's been nice knowing you all.
Yeah, you have a great time.
Yeah, honestly.
I
in
feel
the afterlife.
I feel like this. We should have been a higher level when we came to this, but there was
Yeah.
no other way.
Choose your own adventure.
This is...
I don't know, we could have just grinded and killed rats in an alleyway or something.
this
We
is a
could've,
CR1 creature.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
I
We're
know.
level 1 with no equipment.
yeah.
That's also true. This is
Yeah,
kind
you
of
have-
assuming starting equipment and such. Ain't that some shit? So that would be 10 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
and I am going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
I am unconscious.
You are unconscious
Yeah.
with the 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Huh.
Don't
Sybil.
you dare say that she's dead.
Sybil, I'm going to need that Constitution saving throw from you, please.
All right.
Here you go.
Can she have
Oh
advantage?
my god.
Level
That
one.
is
Level-
a natural 16. Is it a saving throw?
It is a saving throw.
It doesn't matter. It's 18.
18. Okay. You do save. So your maximum hit points are not reduced. Because if your maximum hit points were reduced, they would be reduced to 0 and you would have died instantly.
What?
So as it currently stands, you are unconscious.
I did not consent to this.
And we're
It's my
going to start off with the initiative order. Can I get a death saving throw from you, please?
Here.
I didn't
Natural
consent.
20. Dead serious. I will take a picture of it right now.
You take a picture of that shit right now. I
Holy
believe
shit.
you, but I want picture proof of that shit. That's
We did not-
amazing.
Oh.
We didn't consent to you fucking us.
Oh my god.
What
One
a
moment.
fucking start.
I feel
I'm sending it.
uncomfortable.
Can I send this in the general? Yes,
Yeah,
I
just
can.
send it anywhere.
Absolute. You send it wherever the fuck you want to send it. That is amazing.
Ooh, I like the
Look
die.
at that.
Oh, let's get that on stream. That's fucking gorgeous. Okay, so here's what happens in quick succession. Oh. Alexa's internet is going through the fucking ringer.
Oh, it is.
Oh my. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie, girl, you sound like T-Pain.
Oh, cool.
Do I
Optimus
go
Prime,
with
is that you?
initiative? No.
no,
Fucking close! I'm gonna get them to spit take. It's gonna happen.
no, you're not.
Yes, I will. Every day we get further from the light of God, it will happen. Okay, so here's what happens in quick succession. You put the blocks into place. The specter comes out, flies through your body. You feel the iciest touch on your heart that you have ever felt in your life. And for a second, it stops. You hit the ground. To see the visage of the booker standing above you, who looks down at you and goes, "Fuck are you doing?" Gives you one kick in the ribs and you lurch forward.
Dad, Dan.
I don't know why that was so funny.
What are you doing?
Fuck are you
So-
doing?
Are
Get back
death saving
up.
throws at the beginning or end of your turn?
Death saving throws are your turn. Oh no! Wait a
Okay.
second. No. Natural 20s mean that you get your turn because you're at 1 hit point.
Yeah, you're back up to 1.
So, is the ghost like on top of me, or like did it keep
behind her?
moving as it went through me?
So, okay, interesting. Interesting point of events here. It only takes damage if it ends its turn inside of an object, which technically it didn't because you got fucking face planted.
Yeah.
But it is in your space.
Okay.
So if you get up, you will be standing inside of this thing.
I feel like that will hurt them more than it will hurt me. But
You're at 1 hit point.
I'm gonna stay exactly where I am. And then cast
Everybody
Dissonant
changed their
Whispers.
name.
You're gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Yes, so I'm gonna stay there and just start like words start like spilling out of my mouth, and it's almost like a smoke that's coming out of my mouth that just goes up towards the ghost. And I need, I believe, a charisma saving throw, but let me double check. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. When these dice are not blinking and glowing in bright rainbow colors, they are pitch black and fucking impossible to find.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would be an 8.
That is a failure.
I would.
So it's gonna take
Ma'am?
3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me. That's
Okay.
6, 4,
He said,
add 2. It takes 12 points of psychic damage and has to move its full speed away.
Okay. Yeah, so this thing flies through you, watches you hit the ground, feels your heart stop, and then looks down at you as this, like, as A, you are not dead, somehow, and B, smoke chanting erupts from your mouth and just envelops this thing's head? I don't... facial region as it and proceeds to book it as far as it can to the other side of the room.
And then I'm gonna stand up, like double over,
Yep,
and move back like toward the wall.
100%.
And I have my hands out like, please don't fall over.
Were
I
any
might.
of us close enough to get opportunity attacks?
The reaction is forcing it to move, so it is forced movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, holy shit, that happened.
that was an interesting level 1 turn.
That was so metal. Like, I can't... Look,
I love it.
sometimes you make a horror
For sure
campaign.
thought I was gonna die.
I was rewatching.
I still might, but
I was rewatching, by the way, the first episode. And sometimes you make a horror campaign and just watch people's expressions. Especially finding out that that Ellie had no arm was probably one of the greatest reactions I've ever seen from Caitlin. And then sometimes,
I can rewatch that now.
and then look, sometimes the dice are on the side of the players, and here you go. We move in the turn order to Lorelei. Lorelei, where in the room are you?
Where in the world
Great
is Carmen
question.
Sandiego?
Probably by the door. I'm a coward, so
That's fair. So you are in the hallway connected to this room.
I'm in the room.
Oh, you're in the
But
room.
I'm-
Okay, so you're...
I'm like kind of like standing in the doorway, kind of like.
Okay, so yeah, left-hand side is where Sybil first got attacked. The ghost has now, like, moved to the other side of the room, the right-hand side. Sybil is hunched over in like a corner of the room, just trying to stay upright. You just watched, by the way, a ghost fly out, a person drop dead, oh wait, no they're not, also ghost mouth. That all happened in the time span of 6 fucking seconds. What do you do?
Stand there in shock for a couple seconds.
100% valid. Also, do I get spooky music? Spooky. Hold on.
Spook music.
Spooky.
What did I do? DMCA free spooky music. Sorry, I haven't been doing this for a while. No copyright horror music by Notchback Music? Oh, that's not that. That's a YouTube ad. Because I don't have Prime. No, I don't. That's okay. This is giving Lorelai time to think about what they want to do.
So, do I know anything about ghosts or specters, or have I ever read about one, come across one, heard?
Give me a.
You know who talk about one?
Oh, that's interesting. Give me a history check with advantage.
Nice. Ooh. 19.
She's definitely talked to you about this. This is what happens when someone dies with hate in their heart. They're fairly incorporeal, as you can see with them moving through solid objects. Yeah, these things are mostly used as like bedtime stories, but she did assure you. Oh, fuck me! I didn't expect the background music to have a jump scare in it. Sorry.
You just gotta keep in mind, that's what she assured you. Oh, fuck me.
No, she did assure you that as much as these are bedtime stories meant to scare children, these are very real.
Did she ever tell me how to combat one?
No, mostly she told you run.
There.
Run, call for me, or if you can, get to a holy man.
So we're fucked?
We got no clerics.
Okay.
Guys, it's nice knowing you.
Yeah, I love y'all.
I will say that you did see that what Sybil did harmed it. It may not have been the most damaging thing in the world, but this thing can be harmed.
How far is it from me?
Give or take 20 feet.
Okay. How far is it from Sybil?
About 30, 35. It got as far away as it could, but with you kind of blocking the way into the hall, it decided the best course of action was to just go other side of the room.
Fair.
Mostly when it does the killing thing, people usually stay dead.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That was wild, yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. Okay, knowing what I know, I'm gonna kind of like cast a look about at everybody else. Any suggestions?
Sade looks incredibly just distraught and upset and confused, and there's a lot of emotions going in through Sade's head right now. She's kind of stunned to speak.
Fucking fantastic. Yeah.
I'll give you this.
Look over.
I'll give you this extra
Yeah.
piece of information that she probably would have told you. Magic of the dead doesn't work against the dead.
Okay. I'll call that out. Be like, so if anybody knows any necromantic magic, don't fucking use it because that thing's already dead. It's not gonna work. Cool? And I guess I'm gonna go up to it slowly so that if it lashes out
Uh-huh.
and kind of put myself in between it and Sybil as much as I can. I don't know what I can do.
I mean, you also know, at least in terms of game mechanics, that this thing has used its reaction.
Yeah. I guess I'll take my axe and I'll try to hit it and see if that does anything.
Swing
And if
at
it
it with your
doesn't-
axe.
Then I'm gonna cry
All right.
because that's all I can do.
Bonus action cry. Love that.
My favorite.
It's a bonus action? I think it'd be a free
To me, it's an
action.
action a lot of the time, so.
Free action.
Free action.
Free action.
Action.
Does an 18 hit?
Incapacitated
An
crying.
18 will
Depends
go
on the
ahead
kind
and
of
hit.
crying.
Protect me. I get to do a single D4 of damage.
Let's fucking go.
Welcome to the club, man.
Did you hit the
Okay.
ghost?
I get a +5, so that's 9 damage. Does it look like it took any of that?
It does. You carve through this thing, and it goes through like air, but like almost like a wind current of such. It feels weird because this is clearly this thing's body, but like, oh, it gives you the no touchy vibes. It's just like this is weird. It doesn't look like it did a whole hell of a lot, but it wisps of its kind of incorporeal smokish body seem to dissipate from it. It's better than nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna leave myself between it and whoever else.
Alright, perfect. Arlo, that would be your turn.
So, I was probably standing by Sybil, so it's around 30 feet away. I'm going to move up and try to punch the ghost.
Yeah, go for
Punch
it.
it in.
Punch that
is
ghost.
a dirty 20.
That'll do it.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You swing your fists out at this ghost, and you can feel a resistance behind it, but also like you're punching at nothing. You expect more resistance, and just kind of like go through it. You feel like your fist. The word "connected" is weird. But it kind of connected with something.
So it did a little bit of something, but not much.
Not a
Kinda
lot.
like if there's a really strong fan and you're like waving your hand.
Yeah, it's like
through
wind
that air
resistant.
current.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to like hold my guard up and get ready for the onslaught.
Okay, that'll be the end of your turn then.
I kind of
Yeah.
got my axe and I'm like twirling it in my hand, like, fucking come at me, bro.
Where are Ellie and Sade in this room?
I was standing next to the table. That just had the words on it. Probably over Sybil's right shoulder.
Okay.
I would have been in the room, but by the door, so I would have been at the beginning beside Lorelei, probably. But I'd
Okay.
probably still be there.
So the two currently within melee range of this specter would be Arlo and Lorelei.
Yeet.
So Let's just make this as even as we can. Arlo,
Yeah,
you want evens or odds?
even.
Very well.
Hi.
I hope it's the good and not the bad.
By the photo that I believe is about to be taken, it is a natural 20.
Kind of sucks
being
because I
that
wish
one.
I could have gotten the photo while it was blinking.
He's being at one.
Please be in that one.
I don't feel like it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's a nat one.
I don't feel like it's a nat 1.
Can it
It's
be a
definitely
2?
a natural something.
Oh, it's
I-
all natural, baby.
It's a natural 6.
What if you did?
Yeah.
It's a legendary natural 2.
Disadvantage.
What if instead I did?
A natural 20.
Uh-huh.
So I just remembered I forgot to walk my fish.
Um,
I'm in the wrong class.
I'm just gonna start off with this.
She doesn't even go here.
Arlo, what are your maximum hit points?
Oh no.
That would be 13.
13. And your current hit points should also be 13, right? Because you guys
Yeah.
long rested. So, it's not impossible for 6d6 to do 26 damage.
Oh, it's highly possible. Probable even.
Oh my god.
What do you have against Arlo?
Yeah,
Ow.
why are you trying to kill Arlo?
This is prejudice against Irish people.
So
What
that's
you got against the
30.
Irish?
Well, it was nice knowing you.
It has to be 26 damage, right?
Yeah.
I want you to get 25.
You have a 50-50 shot on this one.
Oh my god.
Because I'm
Keep it
currently,
real with me.
on my last one, I am up to 22 points of damage.
Keep it real with me.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh my god.
What do you have against gingers, Kira?
That better be.
That better be a
A 2.
fucking 1.
But luckily, you have Danny cursing the dice, and it is exactly 25 points of damage.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes.
Now, that's
No.
that's the
No.
first. That's the
Yes!
first point of good news. That's the first point of good
Oh,
news.
good.
Uh-oh.
I am going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Oh no.
There are 2 ways with this attack you can die.
My heart can't
Is
take
there a
this.
way
but-
that I can, like, kneel down
Not
next to
really.
him and be like, wake the fuck up, you motherfucker?
If he has
Ow.
hit points,
Con save is 19.
you save.
Oh.
With 1 point away from instant certain death,
Oh my fucking god.
this thing takes 1 look over at you. Now, there's a certain amount of respect for a motherfucker coming at a specter with an axe. But then this thing sees someone run up and try to punch it. And reaches out, clasps its hand around your wrist, and you feel every muscle in your fist seize up as it spreads along your arm, and the very last thing to go is not even your heartbeat, but your vision,
Oh.
as you hit the ground.
I don't like it.
T-Pain don't like it either.
And I,
This close.
Ellie, you are up.
Do I know anything about specters? About how to. How do
especially,
I kill them?
especially given your backstory, there's no way that there's any sort of advantage on this. So go ahead and give me a religion check, actually.
$17.
Something comes the back of your mind. It's weird because you don't deal with a lot of, like, you have magic, but you don't deal with magic, really, if that makes sense. But there's something there. You can't quite place it. You know that these are beings of undeath. Typically, radiation, like, not like radiation, but radiant damage, divine energies, will either cause the undead immense pain, or there are some holy people who can cause death to flee from them at their sight. You know that probably trying to poison this thing or, you know, use more death magic on it is probably not going to do much. It has a lot of resistances, too many to count.
Do I know if fire is one of them?
You don't. There's, like, some ghosts that don't like fire, others that don't really care. And also, you probably shouldn't try and suplex this thing. You're thinking...
As the barbarian goes after me.
You're thinking, like, probably don't try and grapple it.
I'd like it known that when Arlo dropped, strength. I dropped 2 to kind of, like, poke him, so if there's something flying over my head, I am on the ground.
You do not have a mechanical way to go prone as a reaction, but for fluff, 100%.
Yeah, for fluff. I'm, like, kind of sort of squatted down, so, like, I can stand back up in a second.
Yeah, but also it's if there's ranged attacks with your friends, you can shoot around your friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Same.
I'm...
Mood.
It's a vibe.
I'm gonna... So I'm... How far away from the specter am I? Would I also be like the 20 feet?
You'd be about 25. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up. Also standing in front of, like, Arlo and Sybil. I'm gonna quickly reach into my pocket, pull out a little bit of my sulfur, throw it up in the direction of the specter, and I'm gonna firebolt.
Okay.
It to attempt to essentially, with this sulfur, attempting to add more fire to it. If that makes sense. Because sulfur would combust. So I'm attempting to throw sulfur on the specter.
You are...
I prefer to have eyebrows by the end of this, please.
Make it go boom.
Okay.
Because, if not, it's fluff.
Because you do need... you need both of your hands to do the somatic components of your spell. Which is why you can't do somatic components with a shield. However, I mean, like, if you're fast enough, you may be able to, like, put it on there and then, like, fucking Naruto that shit. Give me a sleight of hand check.
I'm excellent at uncorking things.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oof.
I'm gonna say you're gonna want your sleight of hand check to beat this thing's AC.
To beat the 8, I got an 18.
That'll do it. Go ahead and go ahead and roll your attack roll.
21.
21 is going to work. Here's how I'm going to roll this. This is a weird way to roll this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because
Not all of my sulfur, but most of it.
I'm going to tell you, roll your damage with advantage.
Huh.
Six.
6 points. You see it ignite in this thing's face, and it reels back.
Same.
I'm just gonna hold up my fingers like this. Just standing there like
It
But I am-
seems to have more annoyed it than damaged it, but it does seem
Fuck.
to have damaged it a little bit.
and I'm weak, but I am attempting to be a human shield as well.
Oh, I need to... Hold on. Your Dissonant Whispers symbol was psychic, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I need to keep that in mind, actually.
Oh no.
Um,
Please let that be a vulnerability.
and is that the end of your turn? Any bonus action?
Fuck him up, Danny.
I'm gonna pull out a scalpel.
Are you gonna go offhand? If you would like...
So pathetic.
If you would
Pointy
like
stick
to...
goes.
If you would like to offhand scalpel this specter...
No, I'm gonna.
Are you telling me this is an option?
I'm gonna ready this.
Okay, you are posing essentially with a very thin blade in your hand,
And I'm also Iron Manning it.
and you're what? I just want to know what happens the next time I do the things I'm going to do.
Iron Manning it.
She's got the scalpel. She's got her hand like this.
Okay, so you give it the old talk to the hand. God. You all deserve everything you get. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm just here.
I've done nothing. I've done nothing wrong.
one of you tried to punch a ghost. One of you is now trying to threaten it with a scalpel.
It's
I
more
have
to
done
make
nothing
Ellie
wrong.
feel safer. It's more to make herself feel safer. She
Look.
knows it won't do anything.
Hell yeah.
I only have one way to solve problems, and I tried it.
That's fair.
I don't want to be here anymore.
But now, of course, we move on to Sade. Sade,
Sade,
Yo.
this Sade should like. Where the fuck's the booger?
what is the fucking...
Where the fuck's the booger? We can't help you if we're dead.
Oh my god.
He already kicked
This
one
man
of you
never cared about
motherfuckers
our
awake.
safety.
Oh my god.
By the way, snack check for me is
so-
sweet tarts. Let's fucking go.
God.
Love it. I don't think I've cried that much from laughter in so long.
That's...
I miss you, guys.
This is absolutely why we continue to play together.
Okay.
My heart hurts.
If I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry.
Danny, I just want to thank you. I really do just want to thank you, because I know in my life I'm never going to actually get to play with Emily Axford. But, like, it's such a good feeling to know that I am at least playing with her Canadian counterpart.
It was between trying to roasty toast the specter or trying to heal them.
Zane, what in the Sam Blue hell are you doing?
Dude,
You're funny if you think I'm gonna be helpful in this situation.
Fucking Danny.exe has stopped
get
working.
you
Please also try and punch the ghost.
dying. So the question of the day: how much do I know about specters?
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
He's saying a natural one.
Very nice.
What's new? Alexa
In-
rolling like trash.
If I could describe how much you know about specters in a sentence, it would be, holy fuck, there's a ghost. And it just dropped
Amazing.
2 of your friends. One of them got back up, they seemed fine.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
the other one tried to punch it, didn't really work, and then this thing, sucked his fucking soul out or some shit? I don't know. You don't really know how these things work.
Does this thing look familiar? Like, at all? Does it...
Ooh.
Are there any features of it that could be reminiscent of anyone?
Give me an insight check.
Yo,
Okay.
chill out. Chill the
That's
fuck
what
out.
I was about
I
to
used
say.
a different dice! I got a dirty 20.
Caitlin.
Yeah, this specter seems...
I don't know what's happening in
You
chat.
don't know a lot about Kara, right? Like, you know
Uh-huh.
about who she used to be, what she used to look like and
Right.
be known as.
Mhm.
This looks like more like what you're used to.
Really? Okay.
Almost looks like
Interesting.
if that person grew up.
Okay. Cool. Well, she's currently sitting there, like, stunned. And I think in this moment, she would seriously consider running away. But then upon noticing that this creature looks vaguely familiar, would just kind of hold her ground. So
Also,
she kind of starts jerking. Yeah. Mhm.
give me a quick retroactive perception check.
Terrible.
Terrible?
Not even working. It's natural 3 for a I don't even know where my own 4.
Yeah. Fuck, man, there's a ghost in this room. This shit's weird.
Yeah. Upon seeing it, I think she would just try to talk to it, like, basically. Oh, you know what? I think she would start being
Mommy
incredibly
approves.
apologetic. Did you say mommy approves?
Poppy!
Mommy.
Pop.
I'm gonna throw myself
Who
off the
is,
cliff.
in fact, mommy. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, where was her mother sleeping?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
We haven't played.
So I think she would sit there and probably just first of all be looking up, starting to run away, then looking back, realizing that this looks familiar, and just apologizing profusely, just saying, "I'm sorry. I feel like this is all my fault. I don't know what I did. I do know what I did, and I don't know what." And she's just gone.
Where in the fuck did it go? There we go. Again, these dice are incredibly hard to find.
I'm
I don't know how I feel about
But
that
in
roll,
that-
Kira.
in that. I think I would
Kira, tell us
Continue.
what you roll.
I think she
Kira-
would also in all of
Kira.
this though. Oh,
Yeah.
can I?
Continue.
in all of this freak out moment, I think she would rage, but at herself.
Okay.
So yeah. She's a very upset rage at herself.
That is just this
At
ball
me.
of energy in the corner.
Give
Yeah.
me an insight check.
Actually, sitting under the table, basically. Almost under the table. Kind of curled up in a ball. Insight +1, yeah, 7. Trash.
Hard
to
to
throw
kinda
these
tell
dice
there's
away.
there's a huge kind of commotion that is going on around this specter. It's really kind of difficult to gauge, especially on the face, how they responded to your words. You could go closer, or you
I
could
don't
wait
know.
for it to approach you.
I think I would go closer. Yeah, I think I'll move up to it and just kind of ready for whatever the heck it dishes out to me, expecting it to.
Right, I'm guessing, are you going to take the dodge action then?
Mm-hmm.
Because you've had a bonus action, you've gone into your rage.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep, I think she would probably I don't think she would take the bonus action. Can I use my my action to persuade?
That's kind of what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you a persuasion check.
Okay.
What is your bonus to persuade?
Okay. Well, I just got it at. But it's a +4 to persuasion somehow. So for a 24.
This is one of the most interesting combats I've ever had in my life. So in order to combat this, I rolled a wisdom save for her to resist your words, basically. And I also rolled a natural 20. But a Spectre has no bonuses to their saves.
Oh my god.
So in terms of total, the 24 does beat a 20. But with 2 natural 20s on the board, what do you say specifically?
I'm sorry that I ruined your childhood. I know that I ruined your childhood. I know that no one else believed me that I ruined your childhood, and obviously you did. I'm sorry that I made everyone think of me as a hero. And I was nothing but a terrible person.
It's at this point I'm going to pull all of you out of initiative. The icy cold spectral hand reaches out to you. Do you resist? It reaches through your body, through your chest, around your heart.
It's uncomfy.
Oh, it's incredibly uncomfy, especially because this is a being of death placing its hand on your heart.
Sade is fully expecting to die in this moment and does not expect this creature to.
Ellie is slowly creeping closer to Sade.
Got my axe out.
This, I'm not even going to make you roll insight on this one, because you are closer to this thing than anyone has ever gotten. And that is including the person who was in it for a brief moment.
I'm creeping closer to Sade.
This thing looks at you. It wants to end your life here. It looks at you with rage and like this is why it's still roaming around. It only has one goal. Take this person out. Do it. Here. Has it. And flies off through the wall.
I'm
It's
going
her.
to stumble
She
over to
breathes.
Arlo.
Her eyes were closed during the end of that, and she opened her eyes at it running away.
You are all left in this room. Time ticking down.
I go over to Arlo and I take out my healer's kit.
I'm violently shaking him.
Right.
Before your healer's kit goes off, I'm gonna get one death saving throw from Arlo, please.
9.
So that is a fail.
Great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
However, a healer's kit can be used to automatically stabilize someone. So that is a charge off of your healer's kit. And you are kind of able to regulate Arlo's body temperature and regulate his breathing, oxygen levels. He's going to be okay. But he is still unconscious.
You will hear me like mumbling like a nightmare about punching ghosts.
Ellie just smirks at that.
I'm going to turn on Sade now. How are you looking?
Sade is currently standing in the exact position that she just was, and he is just kind of blank-faced, staring into the abyss. And then... Yep, that's just where she is. Nope.
Were you going to mention to us that you knew where we were and who we were dealing with?
She's a little too stunned to speak. She doesn't answer.
Sybil is not an empathetic person. So she's just kind of huff and then go back to trying to wake up Arlo.
I'm gonna
Sade is still just in the abyss.
kind of go up to Sade, broadcasting my actions, like, very obviously. And kind of go to touch her shoulder.
Do you still have an axe in your hand?
No, I put it in my belt.
Okay. Just like,
Yeah.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
I just want to talk.
I just want to.
No, I've looped it into my belt, and I'm kind of like, Sage.
The second that you touch her, she turns to you,
Are you
scared out of her. Relatively.
What the fuck was that?
That was Kara, I think. I
Right then.
don't.
Is that who we were sent to?
You all know that you have multiple pieces of information. One of which, you know the name Kara. It's come up several times in notes that you guys have found. And obviously, the storybooks that you found. You knew, because it was part of one of the puzzles, the trade route that her father goes on. And that her spirit was in here. You also know that you have a way of contacting the Booker if you need to, which is drawing his symbol on some sort of large flat surface. Like, I don't know, the wall of a house.
After Sade kind of admits to it being Kara, I'm gonna let go of them and kind of take several steps back. And is there just a flat wall?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm just gonna start manically carving the sigil.
While Lorelai does this, I'm gonna just pat Sybil on the shoulder and I'm just gonna say, he's gonna be okay. He needs time to recuperate. I've got him stabilized, but he just needs to rest.
I'll release him. And not really say anything, but go help Lorelai start carving the symbol into the wall.
I need to call it Sybil's now.
What?
The symbol into the wall.
As I'm still just wrapping bandages and shit on Arlo.
Ellie
It's all
is
internal wounds, though.
We should maybe find him a blanket.
easily done. Ellie, you're kind of able to make like a nice place for Arlo to rest. Not chancing any of the bedrooms upstairs for fear of, more specters or shit coming out of the walls.
But then before Sybil walks away, I'm gonna grab her wrist gently. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna look her over. Are you okay? Did you need help as well, or
I'm fine.
are you sure?
1 hit point.
I'm fine.
I'm fine, guys. 'Tis but a scratch.
You said earlier that you were ready. What was the quote? It will hurt them more than it hurt me.
And you don't, Ellie, just to cover all of my bases here as a DM, you don't have the healer feat, do you?
No, man.
Okay.
I just got the kit.
Um,
I feel like that'd
You're
be useful, though.
yes.
Madam DM, did I recognize this house?
Parts. And even
Okay.
while you guys were going through the house, I said that you did kind of recognize parts of this. House looked different by the time that you moved in. But, yeah, there's definitely remnants of things here that you recognize. This is definitely more when Kara was a very young child. You almost feel as if you've walked into a space in between the modern day and a memory.
About to say, yeah, if Kara's dead, how'd she kill you?
Now,
Oh, we got
now there is a question you may not be asking exactly the right way.
You see how she killed her. She just killed me and Arlo.
Because
When?
I guess.
When she
Sade,
die?
you know that this does not look... This does not look like the Kara that was in the storybooks.
Mm-mm.
This looks like the one you remember.
Right. Wait. You're saying this one's the one that I remember when she was younger?
Yes.
Or... Okay.
So
this specter was probably her memory...
an
somehow.
aspect of her
Right.
that died in this house.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
With two of you carving the symbol into the wall, it is, in a matter of no time, you are able to get that sigil down. And with the very similar kind of reddish-violet glow, the walls part in the center. The figure steps out, the familiar visage of the Booker, this time clad in what seems to be some sort of obsidian chainmail. The tattoos up his arm and into the chest a lot more visible than they were before with the suit. Looking
Danny, no.
like a little bit like he was either in a battle that didn't take up a lot of his time or a spar. It's one of those like you should see the other guy kind of things. And he steps through. Okay.
Keep up with mortal time a little bit better. There isn't a child here.
This was the last place they were.
So, there was a child here. No longer a child. Throwing that out there.
So
Or if they are a child. Yikes. However, we do know where the Spawn's parents are, or went, or will be. They're not here though. Nobody's here except a specter, which promptly fucked off that way.
Specter. Okay. Somebody died here. Okay, that's wild. But you said you know where they went?
Roughly.
Do you
They left
have
a trade route.
Do you have something that I can follow?
I'm a gesture for somebody to hand me the note.
I just hold it up.
Tara's just
Grab it. Hand it over.
As I'm still like kneeling on the ground over top.
I'm also purposely kind of putting myself between Mr. Macho over here and Ellie because Ellie decided to be a little shit.
Ellie speaks her mind and sometimes just truly doesn't understand. When she had said, "Are you not powerful enough?" she was genuinely like, "Are you not?"
He starts kind of reading through.
I have a healthy fear of authority. And by that I mean I'm terrified.
This is a good start. And you guys were able to go through a specter and not get yourselves taken to the other place.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Fuck's up with him?
He almost got taken to the other place.
Oh, he looks rough.
Yeah, he's half dead right now.
Half dead.
Speed is just staring into
Yeah.
Phoebus still.
That's okay, I fixed him up. He just needs a short rest.
He kind of looks over. Bit of a shoddy medical job, but I've seen worse.
I've done
We're working
worse.
with limited resources.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. So, speaking of resources, we could do this one of two ways. I could pay you guys, or you could call in a favor at a later time.
I vote payment.
I was gonna say favor.
Alright, we got one for payment, one for favor.
Favor could come in handy.
It could, but we also have no money.
We have plenty of other ways to make money. Just do stupid little jumps for people. Be afraid of a little hard work, princess.
No, I'm afraid of dealing with other people, honestly.
Let me deal with them.
Fine.
Sade could not come to the phone right now.
Sade EX.
He kind of looks over at Ellie and Sade and goes, "Yeah, if you two split your votes, then the last vote's gonna have to go to this fucking guy, and he doesn't look like he's up for talking much."
Sade is still just staring at a wall now.
I'm gonna kind of go over, put my hand on Sage's shoulders. Do you want this guy over here to owe us a favor, or do you want him to pay us? I vote favor because it's nice to have somebody powerful who owes you something.
Do we know
I don't
how?
know. He
Do we know how?
Powerful. I don't know.
I'm just gonna give you a look.
Sorry, Sade, what was that?
Do we know do we know how much we're getting paid, or
How much would you pay
or
us?
how extra this favor could be?
He kind of again like scans over the note. 500 gold sound good? You guys got me on a good track. I'm in a good mood.
Do you need like further things done, or was this it?
Look, I'll be honest. I see how rough you guys got from a specter. I appreciate the bravado. I really do. I think I'm gonna have my guys handle this.
Ellie's afraid to speak for fear of Lorelai.
Sybil's gonna very dramatically roll her eyes.
Ellie.
I
Without
look at
too
you.
much extra bullshit. What's your vote?
I say that what if the booker here owes us a favor, however, keeps us in mind for some future jobs, because although Arlo almost died, we didn't die.
And would have killed it. And I look pointedly at Sage.
The,
Still in a trance, I imagine.
she's half here.
I've still kind of got my hand on her as like a grounding thing because I realized that works, so I'm kind of like glued to her side at this point.
And Ellie's just, she finishes saying that, but she's still looking at Lorelai because, with like the look of, there's so much more she wants to say.
You can tell
Yeah,
me
how
later.
much do I remember about her parents?
You remember growing up with them, for sure. Maybe like a couple of days, maybe a week or two after the incident. You remember them.
Them going away, like, obviously they were into trade stuff, they were doing something, but now that the Booker's looking for them, is that... How does Sade feel about that?
How does Sade feel about that? As far as the Booker has said, he is collecting on the payment that he was promised.
Right.
And so...
Which was the child?
Which was the firstborn child of the person he made the Warlock Pact with. You know that if he were to find them and they were to pay up, that there would be no... You know, he might rescind the magic abilities a bit, but he's not looking to start shit on the material plane. Because when devils do that, angels get involved. And you don't want the smoke. You really don't. But...
You don't, it makes when you blow your nose, it's gray. I learned this.
Jenny,
But
I love you.
I think I'm
Why?
really exhausted right now.
here's the problem, and here's why the distinction between devils and demons and the nine hells and the abyss is so important to make. Devils have contracts. Assuming that the person is within sound mind, and usually they are, especially when it comes to nine hells shit, and they have willingly signed the contract, if they attempt to renege out on the deal, there's not much angels can do to get involved when they come collecting forcefully. Do with that information what you will.
Yeah.
Ellie, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Oh.
Let's see how persuasive Ellie is at the moment.
A 0. Okay.
Her words being filtered through Lorelai so as not to have disadvantage.
9.
9.
Lorelai, you can also tell that there's about Sade feeling about the Booker in general.
What? Say that again?
You can tell that Sade's feeling a bit off about the Booker, specifically when the Booker said, I'm gonna have my guys handle it.
Okay.
Booker kind of looks over at you, Ellie, and goes, keep you in mind for future missions. If you see my notices out and about, first come, first serve, you could garner some favor by doing a couple of those. If you want more direct missions from me, well, then you would have to join up, wouldn't you?
What would
Join
that
up.
look like?
You write up a contract. Well, I would write up a contract for each of you who would like to join. The basic parameters would be you would have an inability to lie to me. Any information gathered would be given to me. I would give you missions to do. This would not be asking, this would be telling. Complete those missions, rewarded handsomely, because you are within my institution.
If that...
With the notice board.
I was just gonna ask, if that were the case, would we all have to sign up? Or could, say one person sign up and then the other ones just, tag along?
Yeah, I don't care if you have hired goons. If they follow you because you pay them, if they follow you because they really like you a lot, that's fine by me. One of you could sign up, all of you could sign
Lorelai
up.
genuinely laughs at that.
Yep. Could be one of you, could be all of you, but whoever's signing up does missions when I tell them. Whether or not the rest of you follow with is not my concern.
One more question.
Go for it.
And now I think we can all agree the answer to this is no. However, just out of curiosity, how would this look with the fact that we've somewhat unwillingly are participating in a school project? How?
I'm sorry, come again?
I think you hit your head really hard earlier, Ellie.
Is that what's going on?
That is definitely what's going on. Why don't we just go back to the library and call it a night tonight?
What's stopping us from having a conversation about this here? Maybe he knows something.
Or maybe he
Can we
Yeah.
get back
doesn't
to
need to know
um,
certain things.
form of payment?
Can you get
You're not
back?
a trustworthy person, are you? I'm looking at Mr. Macho. I don't remember his name.
Am I a
Booker.
trustworthy
Booker.
person? That is...
I said, I didn't ask, I said you're not, are you?
Oh. Well,
No.
you said are you, which is a question. That's a distinction you gotta make, I'm just saying.
Just say something.
Mr. Booker, is it a smart idea for us to not trust you?
If you're going to be on my bad side, you should not trust me. If you're going to work with me,
Lizzie and I both read this.
then you
What
very
the
much can
fuck's up
trust me.
with me tonight? I do truly think I'm just mentally exhausted.
Here's
So,
the
as
thing.
long as
Here's the
we're
thing.
not-
This ain't the fucking abyss. Okay? We go by rules here. Now, some rules made to be broken. I understand that. However, you guys are new. Okay? There are laws. There are rules that you don't break. Or else the higher-ups deal with you. Yeah. You don't want that. Now, as for if you can trust me, that entirely depends on what your MO is.
Not dying?
Again.
If you're within my constituency, I can help with that. Get you some protection, get you some weapons. But of course, I have my own dealings. And so when I snap, you go.
Are you genuinely curious as to what she meant by a school project, or were you just asking because that's a really weird fucking thing to say?
That's a really weird fucking thing to say. I mean, like, I might put a pin on it, because, again, a little bit busy. Am a little bit curious.
If you ever want to know, you can always find us again.
Noted. Maybe we'll sit down and get a couple tuna sandwiches.
I wouldn't push it that far. You're a little weird for me.
Yeah, I like
I
this
don't
one.
like
Tuna.
tuna.
You guys are gonna fit in here quite well. Well, maybe not scaredy pants over there in the passed out one, but I mean, they learn or they don't. You guys want to think about it over some fucking tea and biscuits? You can contact me later, or we could talk about it now.
I'd like to get Mr. Sleepyhead's opinion.
Not
I
big
did
on
all
the
I could for
healing
level
thing.
1.
It might be a bit. Can we call you later?
Yeah, get back to me. But you might want to grab him, huddle around. Teleportation circles are kind of an area of effect thing.
Gonna kind of. I don't know who's helping, but I'm gonna kind of try to get Arlo as close as I can, kind of propped up on the shoulder.
I will help, because I've still been kneeling by him.
Yeah, I would not
Not
recommend the low
I'm not letting
strength.
Sybil do anything.
Are you like
I
3
do, but I
feet?
wasn't any help anyway.
Are you like 3
Yeah.
feet tall?
Yeah,
I'm like 4'8",
yeah.
4'6",
Oh.
somewhere within there.
She's small.
Can I?
And it is
And
crucial
Sabe's
to
alive.
mention on 1 HP.
Yeah.
And on 1 HP.
That's what I meant by I'm not letting her do anything.
Yes, Lexa.
Can I grab the? There was like a diary or a book or something. Could I grab that?
Yeah, you can grab that quickly before
Alice's
you leave.
Adventures in Wonderland? That one?
Oh, it might have been one.
Yeah,
There was something with writing.
Yeah, that was.
that was Alice's
Alice in
Adventures,
Wonderland.
yeah.
Perfect.
You can grab that, though.
Cool.
I feel like I'm also kind of dragging Sade along, like I'm balancing everybody.
I
and
can
so,
take Arlo if you need to take Sade.
I'm gonna look over at Sade. Wait for their.
She's just kind of taking the house in for a second and then turns.
I'm
All right,
gonna-
everybody, keep
his
going.
Touch grounds. Hold on. I'm gonna swap with Sade. Because I'm assuming she's a lot stronger than me.
Probably.
Yeah. So I'm gonna swap with Sade, kind of maneuver both of them so that Sade's propping Arlo up, and I'm not having to deal with any of that shit, because I have a little bit of muscle, but I don't know.
You left me in there. I'm the negatives.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. I would say hold your breath, but this one can't. And with a big flash of purple light around in a circular fashion, you are all sucked through the floor and reappear, rematerialized in the central kind of resting chambers that you all made makeshift beds out of at your home in the Brimstone Library.
And the Booker's gone?
He's still there.
The Booker is still there because he goes with the teleportation circle.
Okay. Okay, goodbye.
All right,
Thank you.
cool. Talk to you guys another time. And opens the wall behind him and disappears.
I'm gonna look
That
to Sade.
guy's fucking weird.
Alright, Sage, so just to get something clear my mind. Is Kara your sibling?
No.
No, okay, so I don't have to worry about you being the eldest, the child that the
No,
Booker's
I-
trying to get?
That's the weird thing. The oldest is dead.
Why the fuck didn't you just tell?
I wasn't gonna say anything in front of the Booker.
Why not? If he knew that the
There's a
oldest
lot
was
of
dead,
things.
then maybe he'd be a little bit more lenient, a little bit more willing to, like, you know, take a step back, think about it for a second.
Yeah, I was just trying to be real fucking annoying to make him leave.
Yeah, it worked.
Wonderful.
Can't really.
Can you explain more about the specter that almost killed us, please?
I wish I knew more, but it seemed like that was Kara, or not Kara. I don't know.
Alright, well, let's get Arlo settled down. Let's get Sybil to sit the fuck down for a minute.
She's just pacing. And you say that, and she stops and looks at you and keeps pacing.
Lorelai and Sybil quickly give me a religion check with advantage.
Is the second pacing? To like pacing looks, and is it still pacing while just staring at her? At
Yes.
Lorelai?
That's 20.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'll take a picture. I'll take a fucking picture.
Let's get all these nat 20s in the general chat, please.
Let's count how many nat 20s we get today.
You said religion?
Religion.
A dirty 20.
Doesn't
Nat 20 for religion?
Yes.
Probably just a 20.
I want it to be a
just
negative.
20. Just a
Just a
straight
20?
20.
Both of you remember a piece of advice given at different times, but the same kind of piece of advice. No one cheats a devil from his deal, not even death itself. You think that if the Booker were to have found out that the first child is gone, and therefore there is no payment to give him, there goes the rest of the family.
There goes the rest of what?
There goes the rest of the family.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like as I'm saying that, and as you stop to look at me, we both have like an aha moment
Yeah.
of like a fuck.
For Danny's sake, like, would the Booker be able to, like, sense if that firstborn died, or would it be up to the parents to let them know?
The Booker only has... So, a Warlock patron only has a connection to their Warlock. And even that has somehow been severed.
So he has no way of knowing anything.
So
Oh,
the parents
Booker
have
Warlock.
essentially, they've just been hiding the fact that the firstborn died.
His first, like, bit of information given to him was the note you guys handed him.
I wanted to save that. I didn't want to give it to him. I don't.
It's okay, I got it in my brain. I'm gonna go quickly draw it before I forget.
Do you actually? Do you have keen mind?
I'm gonna hope. I don't have keen mind, but I'm pretty fucking smart. So I'm gonna put Arlo on the couch and I'm gonna go find some random paper and I'm gonna attempt to recreate it.
Are you going to
Do I
attempt to
notice-
recreate the map, or are you attempting to recreate the note?
Just what the trade route was.
On the map, or in the note? This is a different
Oh.
check.
In the.
Let me- I feel like the note,
I don't remember what either
because
looks
the note had specified exactly what the trade route was.
Oh.
Okay, then I'm just going to need a flat intelligence check from you.
Okay. $22.
Yeah, you are able to, because you
I
had
just
the note before
throw
you
Arlo on the couch.
gave it to him. You're just kind of going over it in your head, and you are jotting it down absolutely word for word. I still have the handout, so
Yeah.
I will get that to you in DMs afterwards.
Do I notice kind of the moment of recognition?
from...
And Sybil.
I think there was a moment that, like, when Sybil stopped pacing and looked at you, I think there was a moment where you guys both definitely realized something. You don't know if maybe you realized the same thing.
I immediately looked away.
And I will say that as much as it kind of sucks to cut our play set short, my mom is going to be getting home from work very soon. So I will say this.
We all settle in for a long rest.
I will say this. You all settled in for a long rest. There were only 4 of you conscious when the trade route was given to the booker. And so, Ellie, Sade, Lorelei, and Sybil, please decrease your honor scores by 1.
Cool.
Arlo did not have a choice in the matter as he was unconscious.
We're decreasing it?
Yes, you are.
This is what we get for trusting the devil from the fucking Bible.
Oh, this ain't the devil from the Bible. This is one of his, like, fucking far down goons. Trust me, you don't want Asmodeus against you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I sure don't.
There is 2 more things that I have to go over with you guys before we end our session. As you are all bedding down for the night, you are kind of going off to sleep in various different levels of stress, figuring out what the best option is, obviously having to go through everything that you went through. Sade, you've been drifted off for a while now. The stress kind of almost knocking you out. Your dreams are harrowed by various weird dreams and nightmares that kind of accompany that stress. Before something very violently and very abruptly knocks you out of your dream. And you find yourself sitting upright. Your legs can't move. Your arms, you feel them at your sides, but they can't move. And you are not in the library. You are currently looking up at what looks like a normal night sky, covered and surrounded in dirt. Make a perception check for me.
I think that's a 13.
Not a very high DC. You're in a hole, surrounded on all sides by dirt. You look up, and a very familiar woman looks down on you, as if pulled from the pages of a storybook. She looks down at you with a mixture of rage and yet does not look like she is here to harm. And you find yourself unable to speak. She places a hand down on the earth above you and looks down at you. It's you, me, and 5 questions. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, fuck, you got speak with Deaded.
Holy
Oh, that's
The second thing that I can tell you guys is welcome to level 2.
Ah!
Yes.
More hit points.
Action surge.
Oh my god!
Alexa,
I get
And when
bells.
are you leaving for Italy?
Sunday.
Is there any chance that you would be okay with us playing without you in case that you can't play?
Let's just
Simply
get
because-
Speak what's deaded.
Yeah, I know, but I've really missed you guys, and I need
know.
more of this.
I don't know. I don't
I
know
miss
if
you all too.
specifically we'll be able to do this campaign.
Yeah, we don't have to do this one.
Oh, I've got a good idea. Well, so are you guys still free for the next like 2 hours? Who sans Kira?
Yeah.
We can make something happen. I'll DM or something for a fluff campaign.
Here, let's
Um,
end the stream.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
end stream.
Okay, let's end the
We'll
stream.
figure out.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 3 of Loose Ends. Stay tuned for next time when, for the very first time I think in D&D history, a player character is on the receiving end of Speak with Dead.
By
Yeah.
Don, by Joe, I
That's
don't want to hear
amazing.
shit from either of you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to watch these VODs later on, they'll be on youtube.com/The Medieval Massacre.
You know,
Uh,
just accept
second
the
one.
second one.
Yes, except for the second one. I promise I will get this one out. You will be able to follow me on Twitter as well at Time for a Massacre. That's a numerical 4 to be notified about when I go live. You can also hit the follow button if you like the content that you're seeing. Do any of you guys want to plug anything, or would you rather not be perceived?
Do not perceive me.
I apologize for my mental instability tonight.
That's just going to be
Maybe
the tagline for the
eventually
show.
I'll have something to work.
Thank you guys so much, and until next time, game on.